How's it going, everyone? It's Gavin at Balls to You. Being asked to do a few videos. This is one of the things I've been asked to do a video on. Basically assist feeding or force feeding. Okay guys, I need to stress you only do this in extreme circumstances, and obviously guys, it's all about research. Please, if you've never done this before, don't attempt to do it yourself. If you do need a snake that does need assist feeding or force feeding, my advice would be to take it to someone locally to yourself, to watch them do it and learn their techniques, rather than sort of trying to attempt it. And obviously, because you can obviously hurt the snake and stress the snake out, so the idea is we don't want to stress them out, we obviously don't want to hurt them, but obviously what we do want to do is get this snake potentially feeding. She has been a problem feeder throughout since we got her. I've tried her on everything, and drop feeding, all sorts, and to no avail, I'm afraid. So I was a bit worried at one point, so I took her to the vets. He checked her over, checked for any sort of parasites internally, anything like that. She come back with a good clean bill of health. So obviously the only thing I can think of is something mentally that she's sort of like a mental block, and she's not really wanting to feed. Now obviously as a snake breeder, or even if she was a pet, you've got or I feel you have a duty of care to this snake, to try and do whatever you can to try and keep it healthy, and obviously to stop it from dying. Obviously things do happen, but we try and do our best to not let that happen. So what I've got off camera, I've got basically a little rat pup there, got some tweezers. What we're going to do, we're going to assist / force feed her. Okay, so I'm doing this by myself guys, so you will have to bear with me, so I may go off camera slightly just while I get her ready. All we're going to do is take her gently behind the back of the head. Okay, she will wriggle a little bit, not too tight, we just got her enough, so obviously behind the back of the jaw. So bear with me guys, I'm just going off camera, just start the process off. Basically guys, what I'm doing, I'm taking the head of the rat, opening the mouth of the snake using the head of the rat, and just placing it to the back of the throat, and then just slowly pushing it down. Okay, they're getting my fingers bit. Okay, a little trick guys is, once she's got it in there, okay, you can see she's all okay. I tend to push the teeth to try and lock it onto the rat. Come here, sweetheart. So basically, because the teeth are curved backwards, it's harder for her to lose the rat. Now the theory is, if we hold on to her, keep her off the ground, she shouldn't be able to spit it back out. I know this is a bit off camera guys, but like I said, I am doing it all on my own. The theory is, obviously, if you can't go one way, it's got to go another. She's trying her best not to eat it. And she spat it back out. Snake's all okay, there's no problems. We're going to try one more time. I only try this 2 to 3 times. So obviously the last thing we want to do is stress the animal out or hurt the animal. Like I said guys, sometimes it's just down to technique. Sometimes they take it, sometimes they don't. Okay, good girl. Okay. Come on. It's okay. Come on, sweetheart. Okay guys, I know you can't see it off camera, but at the minute, there's a good girl. She's basically, as you can see, she has no option really to eat it. Once you get it down so far, what I tend to find, like I said, when you're holding them like this off the ground, they tend to take it a lot more easier. So for example, they have no option but to eat it, because again, they can't spit it back out because they can't use the ground to drag it out the mouth. Obviously they've got no hands, so they can't exactly pull it out. So as you can see there, she's swallowing that quite nicely. Like I said, guys, I mean, I've been force feeding and assist feeding snakes for years now, and it never gets any easier. There's always something you sort of learn, or you find something different. As you can see, she's taken the rat. He's good as gold. And now what we'll do, we'll just let it just settle down a little bit, and we'll put her back in a tub. Obviously that rat's not going to cause her a problem because it was too small, but that's basically how you assist / force feed. Okay guys, so just a few little tips there. Like I said, try and keep them off the ground, try and keep them in your hand, like I said, because otherwise if they can't use the ground to spit it back out or to drag it back out, then like I said guys, they've got no option but to eat it. Okay everyone, hope these little tips help. I don't normally like doing a feeding video, but as this is more of a top tip, or a a breeder information, or some sort of just to help guys and who are struggling feeding snakes and stuff, that there are still ways and means you can actually do it and obviously keep the snakes alive, because a lot of the times guys, like I said, we can't talk to them, they can't talk to us, we don't know what's going on. You can only it's all guesswork. So she seems to be putting a bit of weight on as well, which I'm really pleased about. And who knows, maybe one day a feeding will kick in and she'll start feeding on herself. Okay everyone, thanks for watching, and thanks to all my new subscribers. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll go speak to you guys soon.